Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Akaha Kudash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth and ruling well. Also, I'd like to give double honors to High Priest Man taught them, but peace, blessings, and salutations to the Akiyam who are striving for perfection and a crown of righteousness by being obedient to what is written inside the scripture. Shalom. This is Brother Casada at Great Millstone, Austin. I just wanted to go to a lesson of exhortation, going until we faint not, Although we are in the furnace of affliction, getting hit with this fire right now, we faint not, man. We're still maintaining and fighting a good fight. I'm going to kick it off, get some precepts and prayerfully just to be edifying, uplifting, and comforting to the body. 2 Corinthians 4:16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day, man. So day by day, the Lord is constantly loading us with the mercies, man, with the strength, ultimately to continue to strive, continue to walk, walk the good walk of faith, at the end of the day. All right, Psalm 68:19, it says, blessed be the Lord, our power Yahweh, who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvations. See that, man? So our hope is in salvation that's coming, All right, faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. So it's a faith, faith is a must. It's the faith of these things to come. It's what's continuously getting us through this, man, that hope of salvation, the kingdom ultimately. All right, this is Lamentations 3:22. It says, it is of the Lord's, Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai's mercies, that we are not consumed. Okay? Just recently listened to the brother's testimony down in California, the one who had got stabbed. They tried to take this man out, and everything. And it was the mercies of the Lord, ultimately, that, had him go through what he had to go through. But to get them through it, anybody else could have panicked, could have, passed out, could have been in just the wrong place, wrong time sort of situation, and nobody was there to render aid. But man, the Lord provided them tender mercies, that compassion, and everything, to get them through it. Man, we all the day long, we are surrounded by dangers, by the enemy. But the Lord has us maintaining and getting through it, man. Our families as well. All right. It's Lamentations 3:22. It says, it is the Lord's, Yahweh Shema Shai's mercies that we are not consumed, because his compassion faileth not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. All right. So every morning, the Lord is loading us up and giving us what we need to get through this next day. Understanding that, man, it's our path is not our own path, but we're walking on the path that the Lord has set before us and everything. And it's the Lord's will, ultimately. All right. We jump into this Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hands of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. All right. So going into the sufferings, afflictions, and things we have to go, endure while we're here, go through. They say it's taken as misery. But 3 says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are at peace, man. But the brother said he was calm. He was at peace still. He didn't panic, didn't pass out. The Lord had him, maintained him, and sustained him during that thing. And it was for the exhorting the body. Now the body is, added more into their faith. The body is watching, being more circumspect around things, because, man, we're living in dangerous times. And the Lord's only putting these things on certain men that the Lord knows that, they can handle it. So, man, the brother had to go through it because the Lord deemed him as being strong and fit to be able to handle these things. So, man, he was at peace. 4 says, for though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality, man. But he was hey, I'm the kingdom. kingdom is where it's at. You know? It says, and having been a little chastised, they should be greatly rewarded, for Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself, man. So, man, at the end of the day, we're improving grounds. We've been improved and everything. So everything we're going through, the Lord has equipped us to use, which is that faith ultimately, and the belief in what we have to go through, man. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, man. So, man, we that gold in the fire, getting these blemishes up off of us, and with that ultimate sacrifice, being them living sacrifices, you know. And it says that, and received them as a burnt offering, being received as a burnt offering, you know. So, and the Lord has predestinated these things and called these things from the beginning, all right, to be those spiritual sacrifices. 1 Peter 2:5, you also as living stones are built up a spiritual house and holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to Yahweh by Yahweh Shai and Mashiach. All right, and that's going into teaching, you know. Let's jump back into this. It says Ecclesiastes 12, I'll jump to 14. It says, for Yahweh shall bring, matter of fact, jump down, there it is, 2 Corinthians 4:17. So like, it says, for our light affliction, which is but for a moment, working for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. Okay, so things we have to endure and go through, that's our story. It is written. So we have to endure it. All right. And 18, it says, while we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. So we're prisoners of hope, and that's salvation. It says, for the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal, man. So we're waiting for that eternal weight of glory, ultimately the kingdom. That's what's going to deliver us and get us up out of here and bring us that real satisfaction that we are longing for right now. You know, being inside of prison, being inside of hell. So, you know, just wanted to do a quick listen, exhortation. You know, going into fainting not, man. We faint not. All right. So with that, perfectly just edifying, uplifting, and comforting to the body, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops who great millstone, taught us this truth, and we will. And peace, blessings, salutations to the Akiom, who are put known as the elect. Shalom.